Evening beeps, good evening everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget as well to like and share the vids. Alright, the fight has just wrapped. Artur Beterbiev remains unbeaten, got Anthony Yarde out of there in round 8. We are going to do a Sunday session live tomorrow to talk more about this fight, what next for both, etc, etc. That will get going at 8 o'clock. But let's do a quick wrap now while the fight's still fresh in our minds. The stoppage first. I thought it was a good stoppage. I thought Tunde made the right decision. Look, Artur Beterbiev is a very, very dangerous finisher. I think we've seen that in those fights with Vosdik and Marcus Brown. When you're hurt, he keeps you hurt. And I felt like Anthony Yarde, with that first knockdown, he got up, he looked round at his corner as though, look, maybe I want pulling out of here. That's kind of what I thought. And then the ref let it go on. He took a couple more right hands, and then Tunde jumped on the apron and said enough's enough. And I think, look, Tunde might get some stick from some people, not from me. I think it was the right thing to do. You live for another day. It's a dangerous sport. Anthony Yarde is a relatively young fighter at 31. There's still a few more fights there to have, a few more years on the clock. So I think you keep him fresh for another day. There's no point, I don't think, when the writing looked on the wall, him taking a few more big right hands. There's no point. So all in all, I think the stoppage was right and was fair. I thought it was important to start with that point first, because I know a few people are going to jump on, you know, did Tunde stop it too quick? No. You can never stop it too quick. You stop it. Look, Tunde knows Yarde better than anyone else. And he understands. And look, I thought Yarde was breathing heavy out of his mouth from round 2 or 3. I'm surprised he went to round 8. So look, I think it was a good stoppage. That being said, I thought Yarde boxed fantastically well. I thought the first round he came out a bit jittery, a bit nervous, understandably so, right? The biggest fight of his career at home in front of his home fans against the unified light heavyweight champion. You're going to start a bit jittery. He was on the back foot. I didn't like how he went onto the ropes willingly. But I say willingly, Beterbiev almost forces you to fight backwards. So I thought the first round was interesting, a bit cagey, even from Beterbiev at points as well. So you could have given the first round even. I thought the second round, Beterbiev won. And then in the third round, Yarde started the round well, but then Beterbiev hurt him with, I think it was an overhand right or a left hook in the end of the third round. And Yarde put his gloves up and felt it. And he looked in the corner like a man that was like, okay, wow, this is a new level that I've never, ever fought at before. And I thought it was done from then. Honestly, I thought it was done from them. And I thought, you know what? This is going to be an early night. A lot of people were predicting that Beterbiev gets Yarde out of there early. And I thought they were right on their predictions. Yarde finds a second wind in sort of rounds 4 and 5. I don't know if he won those rounds, but he certainly found a second win. Landed some really good body shots. Landed a big overhand right. And before the stoppage punches, maybe the best punch of the night, a big overhand right. Beterbiev didn't like it, decided to kind of go backwards. As he's going backwards, he's quite smart. Yarde jumped into him, Beterbiev span Yarde, and then started landing big punches in the corner as well. Yarde's going to watch that, and one thing he's going to kick himself, and Tunde, is Yarde getting stuck in the corner. Because that's when Yarde got hurt the most. When Yarde was out, if you like, in the open with Beterbiev, he was avoiding some punches, landing punch of his own. Once he got stuck in the corner, Beterbiev started landing this body shot uppercut constantly. And that was what was sort of sapping the energy from Yarde. And look, Beterbiev, we know, is a spiteful puncher, powerful puncher. You don't stop all the guys you fought as a pro if you can't bang. And I almost felt like he was teeing off at will when Yarde was on the ropes. And again, if Yarde's going to look back and be upset with anything, be upset with that. Don't be upset with the stoppage or anything else. Be upset with the fact that you kept allowing Beterbiev to walk you into the corner. Onto the ropes, fair dues, right? Center of the ring, you're going to walk backwards. Once you get into that corner and you know you're in that corner, you've got to get out somehow. And Yarde at times was trying to fire out, but every time he tried to fire out, he got caught. And I think that was a big success from Beterbiev. People question whether or not sort of Father Time has caught up with him. Look, Beterbiev was feeling the pace as well. There's no two ways about it. Yarde's a big, strong, fast, athletic guy. He was feeling the pace as well, but he controls it so well. He controls the pace. The fight was fought at his pace. Golovkin does something similar where it's his pace, or Golovkin at his best anyway. They know how to raise the pace when they want to. They control it, not you. So you're feeling it, not him. And I feel like Beterbiev have done that very, very well. You see the way Beterbiev jumped down when Tunde sort of stepped on the apron and the ref called it. See how happy he was for the win. He knows this is a big win. This is a big win. At this stage of his career, 38, where people are saying maybe Father Time's catching up with him, these wins are very, very big. Wins away from home as well. And obviously he now knows it sets up the Bivol fight, right? That's what everyone wants to see, the undisputed fight. If not, there are other fights out there. Buatsi's out there, Callum Smith's mandatory. But he knows it continues. The streak continues. It's like fucking Undertaker at WrestleMania. Who's going to stop the streak? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I look at that fight and I think, okay, Bivol will be a bit too fast-footed and fleet-footed for him, but there's going to be a time when Bivol has to engage. He did it against Ramirez and had success. He might not have the same success with Beterbiev. Although Bivol's a bit smart, he won't be on the ropes like that. He won't be on the ropes, and Bivol might even insist on a bigger ring as well, because he likes to kind of move in and out. But it was good to see Yarde perform at that level. As I said, what I don't want Yarde to do right now is go home and be upset with that performance. Dude, you're in there with a pound for pounder. Understand, your biggest win, Lyndon Arthur, and you went toe-to-toe at times. There were times when it was fire against fire in there, and I loved it, and I wanted to see a bit more of that. It's a shame we didn't. But you went toe-to-toe with a killer, a monster. So be very proud of yourself. But what should happen now? A, have a break. Go Dubai. Invite me, I'll come. Go Dubai, have a break. But when you come back, don't drop down to sea level. You're there, brother. You're there. Stay there. I don't know what there is, but stay in that top 15. Don't go back down again. You're better than that. And you don't need a comeback fight or a warm-up fight. Go straight in against someone big as well. Again, have a break, but go in against someone big. There is no shame losing to who you lost to. No shame at all. But the overall, good night. Good night. I enjoyed it. That Moses Atuma looks scary, doesn't he? We'll talk about that on the Sunday session live tomorrow. Again, I thank you so much to everyone that jumped on the live. 2,500 of you. I didn't ever think that many would jump on the live, considering it's not pay-per-view, but you did. I thank you for that. But in the end, Beterbiev showed why he's a pound-for-pounder, showed why, he's called the Beast, showed why he's knocked out 19 of his opponents. His jab looks like it hurts. And it'll be interesting to see what Yarde says about that, because for me, his jab looked powerful, spiteful and powerful. Not a rangefinder, not a gauge, not setting up a shot. That is the shot. That is the shot. That's the fucking trigger right there. Scary. Right hand scary. Body attack scary. The way in which he cuts you off and forces you to fight back, scary. But well done to Anthony Yarde anyway. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock, live watch along. Be there or don't be there, but you'll be there.